That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Yo, I appreciate y'all for clicking on this video, man. Make sure y'all follow all my socials, like the video, hit that bell, turn on all post notifications so you don't miss a video. I greatly appreciate you. So today I got a couple videos I want to react to. Woman says that soft corn, scrolling, looking at cheeks is a placebo, right? It doesn't actually affect you. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight into it, man.
It's stealing your focus and stealing your motivation. It's slowly killing your brain.
Ooh, I've been summoned. Wait, something doesn't feel right. Hold on. Alrighty, that's more comfortable. So hi, my name's Morgan. I'm a neuroscientist who studies motivation and dopamine, two things that you mentioned. And then also a third thing that normally gets brought up with corn addiction, which is oxytocin, commonly called the love hormone. Which I appreciate you not mentioning because it doesn't really belong in this conversation anyways. Point is, if you were looking for an expert, I'm about the closest that TikTok has. And spoiler alert, right now, everything this guy said was wrong. But let's prove it. So the first thing I always do is I go to PubMed, which is a very reliable research source. I typed in corn addiction, motivation, and dopamine, and whoa, no results. Next up, corn addiction and dopamine, also no results. Corn addiction, oxytocin, no results. Now corn addiction and motivation had 5 results. I don't have time to go over all of them right now, so I'll do that in a part 2, linked in the comments, but if you don't feel like going to a part 2, it's just saying that he's wrong.
So before I go any further, I just want to let y'all know that I'm not here to try to bash anybody that I react to, you know what I'm saying? This is for educational purposes. Like I said before, unconditional love, because sometimes people may not know, right? So you having the perspective and awareness that you have, that I have, I might be able to teach someone something, right? And we all grow together. So that's the purpose of these videos. But she said he's wrong, that it has no correlation, right? And she says she has a part 2 on here. So before I even talk about it, let's go to this part 2.
Okay, part 2 about corn addiction and motivation. I will try to keep this in under a minute. So this first paper was talking about how corn addiction is actually like a self-assessed thing because it's not a formally recognized disorder. So people diagnose it in a lot of different ways. And it's mostly just based on someone's own perception of their corn uses and how they think it impacts them. And the conclusion was basically, we still don't really know if this is actually something that should be formally diagnosed. Next up, this one was actually really interesting. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time even taking this first sentence seriously. Please pause to read it. Something that I find really interesting is that every single article I've read about corn addiction only focuses on cis heterosexual men. And I really wonder why we only care about their sexual health and pleasure.
Don't go there with it. I mean, your sexual preference has nothing to do with the chemical reactions that happen in your mind, right? When you see something or you have a stimulus to something. So let's not take it there, but let's continue.
Anyways, they basically found that excessive corn usage leads to unhealthy expectations of a partner. But then they had to release this statement saying that the authors actually had a huge conflict of interest. Sorry, we'll have to talk about this one in part 3.
So just right off the bat, I don't agree with what she said, that it's something that's self-diagnosed and it's all in your head. Basically trying to say that it's placebo, that it's not a real addiction, it's not a real problem. Even though I speak to guys every single day doing my consultations who really have a struggle trying to, you know, get over this addiction, get over the corn, get over looking at the cheeks, you know, scrolling. They can't get past that addiction. So to say that this has no effect on men, the corn, the soft corn, y'all peep how people saying corn now, right? She said the corn addiction, right? Y'all peep that, right? But anyway, she said it has no effect. And I think to say something like that is being very dismissive, and it shows lack of awareness. Okay, let me pull up this article. And I got this article from sitn.hms.harvard.edu. Okay, I'll put the link in the description. Something most of us know, but few really appreciate, smartphones and the social media platforms they support are turning us into bona fide addicts. Platforms like the book, chat, and IG leverage the very same neural circuitry used by slot machines and to keep us using their products as much as possible. And I pulled this article up because I want to prove a point, right? So y'all stick with me. I'm going to prove my point. So the first one, it says that, you know, a lot of these platforms, just our phone alone, our device, we get addicted to it, right? We form a chemical bond with our devices. Okay. Down here, it says, every time a response to a stimulus results in a reward, these associations become stronger through a process called long-term potentiation. This process strengthens frequently used connections between brain cells called neurons by increasing the intensity at which they respond to a particular stimuli. The stimulus comes from, you might scroll and you see some cheeks, right? Your neurons get fired up. That dopamine kicks in. It releases dopamine. And what happens is it's going to keep you on that app longer, which is going to raise the potential of you buying something, right? The longer you stay on these apps, the more likely you are to buy something, and that's the goal. Down here, it says it's the same strategy to use with slot machines at a casino. If you play the slots, you know, that anticipation of you winning something releases dopamine as you see the numbers roll. You might hit 2 sevens. You didn't win anything, but just because you almost won, that's going to bring that excitement even more. That dopamine is going to be released even more, right? They have to keep a balance, because if you lose too much, then you're going to disengage because you're not getting that dopamine hit, right? So you're going to win some, lose some. And I'm saying all this to say this. She said that, you know, looking at cheeks on the sites, on the platforms, they don't affect the men. They don't make you addicted at all. That's false, because we're addicted to our devices, let alone seeing some cheeks on a device. You know, you scroll, you see some cheeks, you're going to stay on the device. It's making you excited. I'm a man. I've been a man all my life. I was born a man. So I know how guys respond when they see a beautiful woman and when they see some cheeks. We get excited. You know, it's attractive to us. We get a dopamine hit. We talk about it, right? I know how guys are. So to say that it doesn't affect us at all, that there's no correlation between looking at some cheeks and you being addicted or you losing motivation, you becoming unfocused, that's very false, you know, and women know that. Most guys are thirsty, or most guys, they just don't know how to act. And women know that. You know what I'm saying? So let's not act like we don't understand basic social interaction. This is social awareness, okay? I'm gonna read one more part of this article, right? And it says, if you ever misplaced your phone, you may have experienced a mild state of panic until it's been found. About 73% of people claim to experience this unique flavor of anxiety, which makes sense when you consider that adults in the US spend an average of 2 to 4 hours per day tapping, typing, and swiping on their devices. That adds up to over 2,600 daily touches. Most of us become so intimately entwined with our digital lives that we sometimes feel our phones vibrating in our pockets when they aren't even there. And that's a fact, because I know I've felt vibrations before and my phone was somewhere not even to be found. You know, all of us have been in this situation where you lose your phone and you go in panic mode. Where's my phone? You know, you would tear your whole house up looking for your phone. You would drive to every place you've been that whole day, retracing your steps. You seen my phone? Where's my phone? So to say that guys don't have a real addiction, that's very dismissive. So I say all that in context to reinforce my argument, which is we have a chemical bond, a connection with our devices, our phone, our laptops, TV. It's the same stimulus you get when you have sex. It's a chemical bond that's being released between you and your partner, which makes y'all attracted to each other and makes y'all become connected, aka a soul tie. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with your device. It's a dopamine release. So we are chemically bonded to our devices, let alone scrolling on an app, right? You're getting a dopamine release. Let alone scrolling and seeing some cheeks. that's triple threat. As a man, you're naturally gonna be attracted to some cheeks. You know, that's just nature. That's natural. We gotta be aware, man. We gotta stop trying to be right all the time, put our egos aside, and look at things for what they really are. Okay, there's a lot of men that really struggle, and it does dim your motivation down. Why would I go out here and try to talk to women when I could just plop on the couch or go to my room and scroll on my phone and see some cheeks? Get on some corn and look at some cheeks. Look at anything I want to see for free. I'm getting rewarded for doing nothing. And when you move like this, it fries your brain receptors, man, because now you're getting rewarded for doing nothing. That alters you, that changes you. Okay? And it's gonna make you lack motivation, because I don't need motivation to get out here to talk to women when I can just get on my device. It's gonna give me all the chemical dopamine release I need. That stimuli communicates with your endocrine system, which is, it controls and regulates your glands in your body. Your testes, that's a gland. Whenever you are aroused as a man, your testes get activated. That gland gets activated, which is gonna release hormones into your blood. These hormones alter the chemical state of your mind. Your consciousness changes, your thoughts change. You get what I'm saying? You are releasing hormones. Your chemical state of mind is being altered all day. From waking up in the morning, taking cold showers, eating, caffeine, sugar, working out, having a girlfriend, talking with friends, watching TV. All these things alter your state of mind. Okay? So it's not placebo. It's not, I mean, yeah, you can self-diagnose it, but it's not something that's only self-diagnosed. You feel what I'm saying? If we're gonna say this is placebo, placebo just means something in your mind. All this stuff is just in your mind, and you can say life is a placebo. Because if you no longer have a brain, then this matrix doesn't exist to you anymore. We perceive life through our senses, which gets filtered through our brain. So your whole life is a placebo if you want to take it that way, right? So I just want to do this video, man, to explain and reinforce that, you know, a lot of guys, they do struggle with this, and they do lack motivation. They lack drive because they have so much access. Okay, so we have to learn how to limit and fast. Do a dopamine fast where you get off your device for a week or even a day. You know what I'm saying? To just reset those receptors. Okay, because if you don't do that from time to time, it's gonna burn you out. You're gonna start getting depressed, being anxious. You don't want anything controlling you, right? Especially something that's outside of you. And that's for all of us, even myself. Okay, I'm not exempt from none of this, because we're all in this spiritual war together. You never want anything outside of you to control or be able to alter your state of mind. Okay? That's just the way it is. So I hope this can help y'all, man. I hope this gave some more understanding. Retain Gang, this your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video. Also, man, if y'all want me to react to some more stuff, y'all go ahead and send me some clips or hit me up on IG, or you can send me an email, man. I'll leave my links in the descriptions, all right? So y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.